I think you guys mess up my studying a little bit because if I'm getting bored, I'll go online and check it out.
Heck yeah, you will. All right, here with Kyle Ott, helping out at Canal Winchester camp. How'd you get a hold of this? How did you get involved with this?
I've done a few camps for Coach in the past. Real nice guy, and asked me if I had some free time if I'd come in and help out with this camp and show some technique and things like that. So,
what were some of the things you were showing? Let's go yesterday for the older guys. What were some of the things you highlighted?
Yesterday for the older guys, I just kind of asked Coach Brooks what he would like me to focus on. I'll cover whatever area he wants, but he knows. You know, I like my feet, all my feet and setups and some shots and finishes. So we did a lot of moving the guy to get him out of position to set up shots. Just to get him to react certain ways, because I know in college, you know, you just can't go and shoot a double leg or single leg takedown. You have to, you know, move the big strong guy out of position first to get him to react and then hit a shot. So
love it.
We did a lot of that.
Good.
Some inside singles and stuff.
You ever get back to Illinois much? Speaking of college.
Funny story, and this will probably make me sound like an idiot, but I was at a wedding, or I was at my cousin's wedding last week in St. Louis, and you know, I had my navigation system on, and so I was listening to it. I'm like, oh, that's not the right way to go. So I decided to go another way that I thought was correct, and ended up about an hour away from the University of Illinois. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting hungry. Texas Roadhouse is close by. I know where it is, so I'm gonna stop there. So,
not really what I had in mind with going back to Illinois. Like some of the new recruits, you talk to those guys, or no? Okay.
No, I haven't done that. I talk to Coach Huffman every once in a while.
Yeah, with the coaching change and all.
Yeah, and congratulate him a long time ago. And,
that's great.
Still keep up and check the website. And
Good. What are there? What have you been up to the last? I don't know. Maybe let's say 3 years. When did you graduate? 2006. Okay. Finished second that year and the year before?
No, that year went to Nationals, didn't play. So
gotcha.
2 years before that, I got sick.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, I apologize. Knees are doing okay?
Yeah.
Good God, let's get a, baby, look at that thing.
It's kind of ugly. That's the skin flap right there. That's kind of some living tissue, and this is the graft. It's a little darker. It's kind of dead. So if I cut this, it takes forever to heal. If I cut this, it'll heal.
Yeah, gotcha,
and then I have the little shark bite scar there. So that's really, they took most of the skin to put it there. So.
Jeez. So you're walking fine now, though. Everything's good.
Yeah. It's I've been to a few docs that help me, take out the scar tissue and get my legs straight and everything, and it just looks ugly. So.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not dogging you or anything. It does look bad though. I know I've seen some scars like that, and they're all pretty bad. How about high schools? You get back to the Dayton area much?
Sometimes I like to go down to Graham.
Okay.
Coach Jordan is a really good friend of mine.
Yeah,
my mentor.
I gotcha.
Up everything, so I'll go there and help out when I can. But I'm in medical school right now, so it takes up most of my time.
I can see why that would. Yes.
Yeah, I'm starting to be like a professional. You know, I'm really good at sitting down and for long periods of time and studying now. So. Look
at you! You're growing up on us, Kyle. Great job.
I think we just had some final exams, so I think I'm getting some of my hair back.
Okay.
Before, so.
Gotcha. And tell me a little bit about some of the techniques that you were able to take from Graham and use at Illinois. What were some of the key maneuvers? Maybe, obviously, the front headlock probably got you around.
Yeah, and that came in very handy when I was having all the trouble with my knee. That's when it kind of all started. I had a bunch of surgeries on my knee, and I had a lot of scar tissue, so I couldn't bend my knee all the way, especially if I had to be in bottom position. I could not sit on my heels. And so before I would get away with, and I felt like I set up my stuff pretty well. It was technical, but I could get away with just being a little bit quicker. You know, just a little bit naturally quicker than some people.
You don't say.
And I could just shoot far away and explode through and get shots. And so I had to get a lot more technical about how I set people up. But the front headlock came into play very well because I could fake a shot, and they didn't know I could shoot very well. So I'd fake a shot, get them to react, snap them down that front headlock, and go to work there. So.
Were you a right-hand front headlock or a left-hand front headlock?
Right-handed.
Okay.
And I practice both ways. But usually
dominant. Okay, that's cool.
I get the right hand. And my one of my partners in high school, and good friend Josh Moody, he was awesome with left. I mean, he would swing the guy and go the opposite way. So.
Gotcha. And that's now. Do you if they ever ask you as a technician to come on in and show whatever you want, do you like the front headlock, to show the front headlock as your move, or do you like maybe a misdirection single leg, or If someone asks you, what you going to show today? Like, we want you to show whatever you want to.
Okay.
What would you show?
If I got a chance to show whatever I want to, I'd probably just kind of do my own personal little system.
Got ya.
I mean, I've been taught a million different types of takedowns with Coach Jordan. And the University of Illinois coaches were great in their feet and everything, and all my other coaches. But you know, I've known tons of moves. Basically, when it gets down to it, and I'm wrestling some stud in a match. I'm gonna either hit a double leg, a head inside single leg, or fake that and snap him down to a front headlock. And so if I had a choice, I would show those 3 moves, and probably my favorite finishes off those moves. So.
Looking ahead for the big guys here, this second session, what do you got in store today?
I think just a little bit more of yesterday. Yesterday we just kind of started off how to move the guy and how I like to think about setting the guy up before I shoot. And today we're just going to get into just some more of that. I kind of got the mind started yesterday on it, thinking about it, and now we're going to hit. Just take shots, different angles on shots, some different finishes. I know yesterday, one of the big things was when we got in on a head inside single leg, instead of the guy sprawling and squaring up with you, a lot of them will grab their ankle or grab their own leg and whizzer your elbow. And how to stay out of that, but then if you kind of, the guy beats you to the punch and he's cranking on your shoulder, how do we get away with that and finish? And some things like that where, maybe Coach Brooks has seen a lot of his guys get in certain positions and, ask me how I would do in those situations. So.
Sounds good, man. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys do a lot.